Yo, this is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Kid and Play, brought to us by Marvel Productions and Saban. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm the Big D, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is on the animated TV series of the real-life hip-hop duo known as Kid and Play. Originally premiering on NBC on September 8th, 1990, produced by Marvel Productions along with Saban, who of course were already big on the network at the time, as they were certainly no strangers to producing stuff for them. Anyway, the show focuses on the titular characters who are portrayed as teenagers along with their friend Jazzy, their producer Herbie, and their DJ Wiz, but their recording careers remain the same as in real life, as did their character traits. Now, of course, the real Kid Play, who of course are Christopher Reed, that's Kid, and Christopher Martin, which is who happens to be Play, do appear in live-action wraparounds of the series. But of course, like other animated series based off of, well, various, certain celebrities, voice actors took over the animated counterparts. Now, the show stressed positive role models teaching children how to get along with each other and stay out of trouble. Akin to the House Party films, which they had already done two films, and this was just before they even put out their next film, Class Act, which I'm going to be talking more about that in a bit. Play was the less responsible member of the duo, cooking up get-rich-quick schemes, while Kid, the more responsible member, would usually be made to clean up messes. Oftentimes, the issue would be resolved by the character's girlfriends, or sometimes by an elderly jazz musician who wore a blue beret and was aptly named Old Blue. Also among the crew is Kid's Mohawk pet dog, Harry, spelled Hairy. The lessons range from serious to lighter fare. One of the less serious episodes dealt with Kid's father under the impression hip hop is bad and Kid not having the means to put it in a positive light. Old Blue offers to help by sending Kid on a trip back in time to the era of jazz and 1920s speakeasies to help better understand its roots. Well, I can't remember why it was though, but because it's been a long time since I've ever seen this show. Well, the show only lasted one season. It ended on December 8th of 1990, but it continued on in reruns for the rest of the season. Marvel Comics published a tie-in comic book series after the show had ended in 1992, which ran for 9 issues. Now, the series was created by John Semper Jr. and Cynthia Friedlove, who also served as the showrunners and head writers. They would later go on to write the duo's third live action feature, which was Class Act, which unfortunately I have yet to see that. Now, I have seen the House Party films, which they were in a few of them, not all of them. Well, Semper would later produce and be the head writer for the Spider-Man animated series for Marvel Films Animation a few years later. Now, of course, the show only lasted one season. It was canceled due to the fact President Bush signed a deal to require educational programming for children in the following season. And this, of course, was from the next to last year, right before NBC dropped animated series from their lineup, before going to, oh, I hate saying this, TNBC in 92. But anyway, like most shows running for an overall season, there were 13 episodes produced and aired. Each episode featured a little bit of a shot from a particular music video from the duo themselves. But of course, they appeared in live action wraparounds at the beginning and end of each episode. Now, of course, aside from appearing in this and what have you, now they also did have their actual version of Mark Eastman, aka DJ Wiz, appear as well. They even had special appearances from other hip hop and superstars like Salt and Peppa, Cool Mo D, DJ Spinderella, and Tony as well. For the voice acting cast, we have Chris Hooks voicing the animated version of Kid, while Brian Stokes Mitchell, who of course who was probably well known for starring in playing one of the characters on Trapper John M.D., did the voice of Play. There were for other voices, we have Danny Mann doing Harry the dog's vocal effects. Then we have, let's see. Oh, yes. Martin Lawrence, after he had recently starred in the final season of What's Happening Now, and this was just even before his show came on, Martin in 1992. Yes, you heard me correctly. I almost didn't realize it was him. He did the voice of DJ Wiz and Herbie. Really something. Old Blue was voiced by Dorian Harewood, who most people would remember from the Jesse Owens story, as well as TV Strike Force, and he would later go on to play Reverend Hamilton on Seventh Heaven. And he appeared in lots of films and what have you, as well as TV shows. He was also a substitute voice for James Avery if he wasn't around to do Shredder in 4 episodes of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well. Now, we also have, let's see, Don Lewis, who was already well known for being one of the stars of NBC's hit sitcom A Different World that at that time as the character of Layla. While Cree Summer, who had already done numerous voice acting and sung the theme to the kids show Owl TV, who and this was came out the same year she started voicing Elmira Duff on Tiny Toon Adventures. She voiced the characters of Marika, Downtown, and Carrie. Really cool. Let's see. We also have other voices, including Terry Semper and Jack Angel. For other voices, we do have Tommy Davidson as Jazzy, but he also voices a member of a group of bullies who try again. Ken plays Way, the Mean Machine. He plays the shortest member of the group, Acorn. J.D. Hall voices the biggest and bulkiest member of the group. Well, he is pretty bulky, but pretty tough though. Pitbull. He also voices the character Mr. Reed. And finally, there's the middle member of the Mean Machine, a girl named BB, and she's voiced by, can you believe this? Richard Pryor's daughter, Rain Pryor, who was already big on ABC's Head of the Class at the time, which was also in its final season at that time. But there were lots of other voices, including Elena Reed, Charlie Adler, Susan Blue, Rob Paulson, Les Tremaine, Janet Waldo, and Patrick Zimmerman. Anyway, of course, ownership of the series passed to Disney in 2001 when Disney acquired Fox Kids Worldwide, which also included Marvel Productions. This would actually be the last show to be produced by Marvel Productions. As a matter of fact, since this came out the same time, the studio had also produced the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes animated series for the Fox network. Still, I have to give this show credit. Now, this, of course, was out right at the time we got the other big show with some musical stars, which, of course, I recently talked about their show a week ago, which that was New Kids on the Block. Still, I must say that the Can Play cartoon series is pretty underrated, but pretty cool though. I did catch this show once in a while if I decided to take a break from one network and go to another and what have you. But anyway, this is really something and pretty cool. But I have to say, if you actually like Ken Play, you never knew about this show, boy, you don't know what you're missing. Overall, I found this film to be, well, not film, but this here anime series to be pretty darn entertaining. Definitely. Please stand by. Now, don't mind the alarming logo on this. This was as best as I can give to you. Here's an actual look at the anime it can play. But however, you're just gonna have to watch the series to see their colleagues and what have you. But I gotta say they're pretty good and what have you. And it proved to be very fun to watch. There are some episodes available on YouTube, including some of those are actually available on Kim Play's YouTube channel, as a matter of fact. Now, some of them might be incomplete in what have you, but some are in their entirety. Maybe without the episode previews, but that's cool. But I still found the Kim Play show to be fun and what have you. Okay, stand by again. Kid and Play premiered on NBC in the 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central Standard Time slot, which that pitted up against some pretty difficult tough programming like the Beetlejuice cartoon on ABC, as well as the first half of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on CBS, which actually was new at the time, as well as the upcoming Fox Kids lineup with Pittsburgh Pigs at first, and then Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and then it was back to Pittsburgh Pigs again. The show immediately followed Gravedale High originally for most of its run, and then and then later on, and then just for a little while it came after Captain N and the Super Mario Bros. Street Tune. But anyway, this was shown right before the Chipmunks even came on. In their last show, the Chipmunks go to the movies. So anyway, Kid Plays animated series proved to be pretty fun and what have you, pretty cool and hip hopping and what have you. I think you'll really like it if you give it a shot. So, like I said, I think you'll have much luck with this in finding this on YouTube. If you find this anywhere else, good, check it out. So, So now you know about the Kid and Play animated series. Have you ever seen this show when you were a kid? If so, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, click the bell for the notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me later tonight when I bring to you a review of Anaconda's The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. So if you like this, check out some of these other cool jamming tunes. In the upper left-hand corner, you can check out my Saturday Morning TV log for the Jackson 5 cartoon from 1971, or you can go to the upper right-hand corner and see last week's Saturday Morning TV log for another group that had a show that came the same year the Kid and Play show did, and that was the New Kids on the Block. Or if you'd like another show, but with a fictional band, check out the Saturday Morning TV log on Kid Video, which of course was a recent hit for NBC a few years back. In the bottom left hand corner. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Fudge. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.